welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Today we're gonna be doing a pregnancy update. One I've been meaning to do, but you know, when you're pregnant, you're distracted and busy. So we are sitting at 9 months. Yeah, let's talk about being 9 months pregnant. So it honestly hasn't been that bad. It really hasn't. I don't feel 9 months pregnant, so that's good, I think, right? That's a good thing. I feel actually pretty good. And I think today I exceptionally feel good because I was able to finally get some freaking sleep. So that's nice. This little diva has been making it harder than ever for me to sleep. And it's not like it's not like she's kicking at night or I do have to pee, but not that much. It's more like I'm just like uncomfortable and stretching and large and I can't find like a good groove, a good way to sleep. So yeah, but last night I slept from 11:30 until 10 this morning. Yeah, crazy. That does not happen. So then I'm like, shit, maybe it's like almost go time. My body's like, you should probably get some sleep before you go into labor. So we'll see. I could be 42 weeks and still doing an update. But let's just focus on right now. Not 42 weeks, shall we? So basically I'd say things are going decently well. I am definitely feeling like more pregnant than ever, which I feel like is fair because this is the most pregnant I've ever been. But baby wise, we're ready. Everything is done and we're impatiently waiting for her. We have like the car seat, we should probably put that in. So maybe that's what we need to do. But I have like all her laundry done and clothes put away. We had our baby shower last weekend. And this little gal got super spoiled. So that was pretty crazy. I think our families are a little crazy. Filled with love, of course. So yeah, so I did all the like laundry and finished everything for her room. And we moved the bassinet into our room, so we're pretty much just like anticipating things. I think I've like grown a lot in the last couple of weeks. At least I feel like I have. My skin feels way more stretched than it has before, and like I'm super vascular. You can tell there's just like so much more blood flow right now. Like so much more blood flow. My stomach is like all veiny here. My chest is all veiny. Like my shoulders, everything is just like veiny. There's just veins. Blood is pumping everywhere. We finished our baby classes. So that was like bittersweet. It was good. We got actually a lot of useful information, even just like little things about like sleep patterns of infants. And like, there's just so much to know now that we actually have like a scientific basis to go off of. Before it was just like hearsay and people tell you this that you should do with your kids and tell you that, and then you just kind of like, you know, follow what works for you and what people tell you, which I think you should do anyways. But it's kind of cool to know like things from a scientific perspective as well. Like for example, one that was super new to me, maybe you guys already know this, but that infants don't have an actual sleep cycle whatsoever from 0 to 3. So when people tell you, you know, I did this and this and this and this and it worked so good and my baby slept like an angel, like sorry to break it to you, that's not why. It's just luck of the draw. So there's literally, they do not have a sleep pattern whatsoever and you can't create it from 0 to 3 months. So that was really cool, and it was kind of reassuring because she's basically like, if you screw up, nothing's gonna happen. But then after the 3-month period, then they definitely start to like develop the pattern. So it was basically saying like, don't do the whole like drive around with the baby in the car seat to get them to sleep if that's what helps, and put them in the stroller, that kind of stuff, because it may ease the discomfort like right in the moment, but it builds like lifelong poor sleep habits, if you will. So it was really interesting. It's just, I think it's just the Labor and Babies class by Alberta Health Services. That's what it is. And yeah, I would highly suggest it. It's like super affordable and informative, and you just feel more like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing. They teach you about breastfeeding and even things like changing diapers and how to properly adjust the car seat and all of that. So I would definitely definitely suggest taking those types of classes. And I know lots of people say, you know, oh, we've had babies for hundreds of thousands of years and we didn't need to have to take these classes and we did just fine. But I think we've also regressed a lot when it comes to childbirth from those years where things were a lot more, you know, listen to your body and go with the flow. Now we're like intervening every step of the way. So it's good to kind of have some sort of understanding and know the new things that have come out. You know, there's a lot of things that like we shouldn't be doing, and science has really shown us to not do that. So it's good to know those things. And it's actually really interesting because my mom is totally like the old school type of person. She has been with me through the whole journey. Obviously, she's even gone to a couple of midwife appointments with me. And so I've been keeping her in the loop when it comes to our classes. And she was saying, she's like, oh my God, these are so good. Like, I think everybody should go to these classes. It's so awesome that you guys have this information and like you learned so much. So it's actually really cool that she's also like, yeah, this is good information. You need this. So anyway, so we're done that. So that, I think that helps a lot, and I think that helped Marcus a lot because I've been very, you know, reading my books, doing my research, listening to my podcast, and more so because I genuinely enjoy it and it's making me feel really like connected with the pregnancy and connected with the baby. But he's like, that's just not his jam, and we've tried and we've gotten books and like all of that, but he like reads the first like 40 pages and then he's like, so you want to do something else? Like, it's just not his thing. So I think the class significantly helped because it gave him the information that a book would have without him having to read a book. So I know he benefited and enjoyed that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, we have everything set up in the room. We bought some diapers. We got like quite a bit of gift cards, that kind of stuff. So we bought some diapers and wipes and lotions and all of that. So pretty much all the like necessities. I even washed and sanitized bottles, even though I know I'm gonna have to do that again. But I'm just like, that's just how I am, you guys. I'm like freaking OCD, I'm crazy. I bought my breast pump, which I'm so excited about. Maybe people don't care about this, but I'm like so pumped. I really wanted this breast pump. I think it's called the Medela, something like that. But it basically like, there's two and you get a bag with it so you can like be mobile, and it's a battery pack one. So like you can do things, and like my thing was like, I wanna like pump milk while I'm working and like do it while I'm cleaning the house. So yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. I'll let you guys know. Pumped. I'm getting mom jokes. I'm doing mom jokes. Anyways, I'll let you guys know how that breast pump goes, if I actually like it. So yeah, a couple of things I have been doing. I think I talked about this in a previous video, maybe when I did the what's in my hospital bag. But I've been doing hypnobirthing a lot. And obviously reading, and I read the Ina May's Guide to Natural Childbirth, which was like, for me, life-changing. I swear, I think every single pregnant person should read this book. I feel like I need to be like, what's the word? An ambassador for this book, because I tell everybody about it, but it's just so, it's just so refreshing to look at childbirth from such a natural perspective than be so darn afraid of it. So it's stories. Regular women sharing their stories about childbirth who aren't, you know, telling you, oh my God, Jessie, wait, the most horrible thing happened to me. And Ina May's kind of thing is it's poor manners to tell pregnant women horror stories about birth, which I like love. I feel like she's a very sassy older lady. So love it. I've been reading that. I've been doing a lot of hypnobirthing. I have a book on it, and then I've been listening to, I have Apple Music, so I just downloaded a couple of like, they're like hour-long playlists. I don't know if you'd call it, like, it's kind of like a podcast, but not. And it is essentially like hypnosis. So it's somebody taking you through breathing and visualization techniques and that type of thing. So it's really cool. I've found like a sense of calmness and relaxation that I truly haven't had in my life in general. So if anything, like, you really can't control what happens when it comes to baby and pregnancy and labor. To an extent, there's a lot you can do to help yourself in general. And I feel like there's definitely things that I've done along the way that have made this pregnancy way easier. And I think continuing to move and to maintain a positive mindset, to do my training even when I didn't want to, and to just like not sit on the couch all day, to continue to work and to eat well, all of that has played a huge role in me having, for sure, a good pregnancy. And there's definitely things you can't control, but there's things you can as well. But anyways, I tend to get sidetracked. So there's obviously things you can't control when it comes to labor, but it's just nice having that like calmness, I think, in general. And what they teach you in hypnobirthing is that, you know, even if something does go sideways, at least you have more of a calm approach towards it, as opposed to, you know, having a meltdown and not knowing how to calm yourself, which I genuinely didn't for the longest time. Like, I lived up here always. That's what competing was. That's what running my own business was. I'm in fight or flight constantly. Like, that's, I basically like, I like that adrenaline. I feed off that adrenaline. So it's been a really interesting transitioning into mommy mode and going the complete opposite direction. I think I've noticed it. A lot of people around me have noticed it who have known me throughout my competitive career, how different things really are. So it's really cool. I hope I keep some of it when I go into actual mommyhood, and she's here, because I think that's a good trait to have. I wish I had more of that before, and I think that's exactly the type of energy I want for my baby. And I am one of those people that's like insanely crazy when it comes to energy, so I'm very weird about like who I surround myself with. I'm very receptive of people's energy, like very too receptive of it, if you will. So I'm very careful of who I surround myself with, especially with being pregnant, and I will follow through with that, especially once she's here. So I know that can, you know, seem a little crazy, a little harsh to some people, but I'm very protective of that, and I think that's what helps me maintain the mindset and the positive life that I have by practicing that. But anyway, so yeah, I've been doing the hypnobirthing. Marcus has been actually like really awesome about it, because they do suggest that, you know, your partner knows what it is and kind of is on board, because he is going to be my main support system during birth. And so we've actually, like, I do like the very, very pregnancy based one on my own. I have a bath probably every other day now with like essential oils while hypnobirthing is playing, and just trying to like chill myself out. And it is genuinely working. Like, I've never been able to like take the tension out of my face, out of my neck, out of my shoulders through breathing, and I'm actually able to do it now, which is so freaking cool. But basically we do the short one. It's like 18 minutes, and it's not so like your baby and your vagina and your uterus. It's more just like a calming ocean type of feel, and we listen to that together before we go to bed, which is really nice. And I find it's significantly helping my sleep. Like, I'm like out cold halfway through it, and that's like 10 minutes in. So it's really working like a charm. I have been continuing with my training. Of course, it's definitely harder than it has been before. I'm giant, so things are like really hard to do with the belly in the way, and I do get out of breath quicker, but my coach has been great and like patient, and it's been really good having a coach to go see when I'm just like, I just don't want to, and I'm just too pregnant. But I go see him, and we do the workout, and we have fun, and we laugh, and it's over. And then I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I did this. So that's been really good. And basically, no matter how tired I am right now, my theory, and this is just like my own personal theory, but it's like, I've trained for 9 months during this pregnancy. I'm not gonna stop now. And the way that I look at it is when, you know, when I'm sick and I take like 10 days off training, when I go back into it, I want to die, and I'm so tired. And that's the last thing I want to do, is like completely come all the way down and then go into labor. I don't want that. I still want that, you know, to maintain that energy as best as I can. So I'm going to keep doing that. I've been doing my diaphragmatic breathing, and I think I'm getting a lot better at it. Like, I feel like a lot more in control, which is really good. And like I said, using essential oils. I've been getting chiro treatment every 2 to 3 weeks. So just like with my hips, with my pelvis, all that kind of stuff, which has been amazing, because I think a combination probably of that and the training, I haven't had any back pain, which has been like super, super awesome. So that, I'm very happy about no back pain, knock on wood. So yeah, chiro massage kind of in combination. Massage more just for like relaxation for me, because my muscles are tight and I'm like heavy and pulling and stretching and all that fun stuff. And then I've been having dates every single day, because apparently that's supposed to be really good for like softening the cervix and helping with uterine contractions. I found out dates are disgusting, so yeah. I don't know how people eat them. They're so sweet. I'm like not a sweet person. I'm a salty food person. So I'm eating them. I'm eating 6 a day as they suggest, but it's just not that great, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. Drinking red raspberry leaf tea. That stuff is like, I don't know, that works. Like I'm telling you, like that I drink the tea and then it literally gives you like contractions after you drink the tea, or at least it does for me. I have had Braxton Hicks contractions for the majority of my pregnancy, just very light ones. Like at first I didn't even know I was having them, and I was like, I put my hand on my stomach and I'm like, oh, this is so weird. Something's really hard. Like something's wrong. Something's going on. I'm telling Marcus I'm freaking out, and I'm like, oh no, that's a contraction. It's just a Braxton Hicks contraction. So that was really cool the first time that happened. And then now it's definitely getting a little bit more uncomfortable. And last Friday, so about a week ago, I really, like I felt like a real contraction. It was very, very light, but it was definitely not a Braxton Hicks, and I felt that during training. So I think training is helping maybe speed things up along, or at least prep my body for it. I don't really know how to compare it, but obviously I've never gone through this before, but it's definitely like doing something, because now I'm starting to experience like the actual, where I have to like stop and breathe through it just to like let go of some of the pressure. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's painful at all. It's just like a lot of pressure right now. And so I've been experiencing that for about a week now. And yeah, the red raspberry leaf tea, like the way that I can describe it is after I've had it, it feels almost like period cramps, and then you kind of like have to go to the bathroom. Sorry if that's TMI, but like the bathroom thing has been like a big thing right now too. Like my body, I feel like it's just trying to clean itself out. So that's the other thing that makes me think like, are you trying to come out? Like what's going on? So yeah, but I've been drinking 2 cups of the organic stuff, like the loose leaf tea, not the bags, a day. And it's just like very potent, the stuff that I've been drinking. What else have I been doing? I think that's pretty much like, that's like the gist of what I've been doing. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I have to do this and this and this and this and this to like speed up labor, or sorry, to speed up, to make her come, basically, to what is the word I'm looking for? To induce labor. Because I did post about this on my Instagram, and a lot of people are like, oh, okay, do this to induce labor too. And I'm not trying to induce labor by any means. One thing, especially with hypnobirthing, that they teach you is like, your baby will come when your baby is ready. And I'm hoping that that's really true, and she's just, you know, gonna do her thing. But if I can do things to, you know, ripen the cervix, soften it, to move things along in the sense that like the contractions are stronger and my uterus is more preferent, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. And some of it doesn't have really a science basis, some of it does. But at this point, it really doesn't hurt to try, and it's kind of good to like feel proactive during this point, because I've actually like, I set some goals for my work to be finished up to this point, because I was thinking, you know, even if she comes early, at least it'll be done. And I just finished the last of it, which is my macro ebook. I finished the seminar, the nutrition seminar I wanted to do, all the like client extras, finish up with my new clients, and finish the baby bump app, which I can't wait for you guys. Can't wait for you guys to try it. But everything is done work-wise, and so now I'm like, okay, so I literally just have to do like normal work, just client check-ins and train clients, which is unlike me. So I now have almost the time to focus on something else. So it's kind of nice to be like, okay, let me take charge of my soon to be labor. So doing those kinds of things definitely helps me mentally. I am obviously a control freak type of person. So even though, you know, I can't control anything come time for her to be here, I at least can do these things, which I feel are proactive. So it's kind of nice. And I like sharing my own journey for moms to be like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I'll try that with my next baby, or maybe I'll try that with my first baby. And like, you definitely don't have to, but it's cool. Like, I'm really appreciating all the messages and things people are sending me, information people are sending me, because I'm like, oh, cool, I'll try that. And if I don't like it, I won't try it, right? So it's not, you know, nothing set in stone. You don't have to do anything, but it's kind of nice when people are cheering for you and want you to have a positive experience, and they're sharing their own experience with you, so maybe yours will be even better, which I think is pretty badass. So yeah, 9 months, just over 36 weeks. I have my midwife at-home visit this coming week. Marcus is going to take a day off, and they're going to come kind of like check out the house. I think they check me at this point, and then we talk about our birth plan, where we want to do it, when to call them, any questions we have. So pretty much just kind of like set you up for, okay, once it's go time, you're good and you're ready. So once that's over, I think it's gonna feel like really like it can happen anytime. And I do feel like that. I think the contractions are making me feel like that. And she's dropped really low. And so those things are making me feel like, oh shit, it could happen anytime. But I think after that visit, I'm gonna be like, okay, we've got everything wrapped up. So I think this is probably gonna be the last video before she's here. I've contemplated doing like the labor video, not like physically showing you guys everything, but just kind of like little tidbits. And I think I'm just gonna play that by ear. And if I feel I'm okay with like a camera in my face during like the beginning process of it, then I will do that. And then we'll do like once baby's here. And if I don't feel comfortable with it, I will just do a little update telling you guys, probably a long update, telling you guys how everything went. So in the meantime, this is what my bump is looking like right now, for those who always ask and are curious. So there we are, 9 months. So she was a little bit higher up here, but now it's like up here, it's completely flattened and she's slowly moving her way down. So who knows? Who knows? You guys will find out soon. You'll find out after I find out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my ranting. At this point, you can tell I'm like baby brain all over the place and very out of breath still, so maybe she hasn't moved that low because my lungs are still being compressed. But overall, I'm very thankful of how this pregnancy has gone. I genuinely could not have asked for a better, healthier, knock on wood, pregnancy, and I'm hoping that labor does go smoothly and things go well. But you know what? You just have to take it all with a grain of salt and know at the end of the day, you get a baby out of it, which I'm so freaking excited to meet her. So thank you so much guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. If you have any comments, anything you want to share with me, leave it below and I will catch you in the next one and maybe with baby. Bye.